cruising down the Murray River, going to do a few nights camping. Launched at Mungabareena Reserve, and I'm just about to come round the bend and go under the freeway. Plan is to get past West Albury today to Savo, and then find a nice spot to camp somewhere downstream of Albury. I've got 2 nights on the river, bit of fishing, bit of relaxing, and yeah, it's going to be awesome fun. A couple of poles there to dodge through. Drive over the freeway all the time, constantly see this spot and think, So, I don't know if you can see that, currently at 4 meters deep. Not certain, but I'm going to poke through here. Underwater obstruction, drop the revs. Motor's set to lift up if we hit anything, which let's hope we don't. Would we do 2.3 meters through that? Down to 1.9. Let's get back over in there. That was easy. Day's turned out beautiful. I was just cruising along with the electric motor, but letting that have a bit of a battery charge up because silly me didn't charge it properly before I came. But that's alright, we have solar, we have petrol, and my lovely wife is only a phone call away. Someone's come down and done some graffiti. Look better if you could actually read it. The old railway bridge. Going shallow, 1.4. I'm sure a lot of people go through here full pelt, but I don't know the stretch of the river. Been down it a few times in kayaks, but this is actually my first time in a motorboat. But that's all good. Someone's got a caravan there right on the edge of the water. Perfect place. Now hopefully that's just the wind rippling and not a real shallow bit, which we've hit a couple of those so far. Haven't hit anything on with the motor, but back there a bit I was in 6 meters of water and there was a stump just under the surface. I'm like, how can you go flat out down this river and not hit something? Another beautiful little shanty set up there. This is beautiful. Alright, I'll try to keep filming, but sometimes I just forget that I've got to film. I didn't even film the launch at all. I was going to do a nice hyperlapse of that, but didn't. Wind's kicking up. 4 knots. Can we do 4 knots? What are we doing at the moment? 5.3. Water's 14.5 temp. Alright, I might get someone to go through Noriel. Coming up on the causeway bridge there. Speed limit on this section is 4 knots. I'm at idle on my motor and I'm doing 4.5. So they're just going to have to live with that, I think. I don't think anyone's going to be out here with a speed camera. beautiful day, sun's out. I think it was supposed to get to 20 today, which is really good. Might get a bit chilly tonight, but I've got my sleeping bag wrapped up in my swag. Alright, so Big Top Tent has the Jurassic Park thing going on at the moment on the causeway, given that it's school holidays. We're going underneath the Lincoln Causeway at the moment, and then that's going to take us down the Norial Reserve, which they've done a whole heap of work on, and be good to get a view from the, in case you're wondering, it's 3 meters deep under the bridge. Norial Reserve from the water. Beautiful. Two and a half meters deep, it's really good. Don't want to film up there too much, there's lots of kids at the playground. So yeah, awesome. Well, I think this will be tonight's camp. I was going to go over the other side, there were some good ones, but there's a walking track or bitumen track somewhere over there. I didn't really want anyone walking up on me. I do believe this is private property, but I'm going to just hang down here. There's plenty of firewood, and there's no fresh sign of cow, although this is clearly cow path, and someone at some stage of life it's gone to a fair bit of effort putting a nice big berm around here. But from here I can't see any houses. Last house I saw was about half click back that way, although judging distances on the water is also kind of tricky. But I can't see any signs of civilization. So this is me. What it is, it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun's up there. I've travelled a fair bit, and I'm just want to chill out, have a couple of cold frothies, and get some fishing done. Well, that's camp all set up. Got a rod out over there. Boat's all tied up, good to go. Another fishing rod just there. Just running worms at the moment. It's not cod season, so I can't run in chicken or cheese. Going to get myself some nice firewood out all that shortly. Swag set up on the stretcher because that's just so much easier. So just collect a bit of firewood soon and enjoy the fishing. See if I can't catch me a yellow belly's the main one, maybe a redfin, but probably carp, or no, in my luck, nothing at all. Anyway, let's get into it. Wow, what a beautiful sleep that was. Coffee's on the go, fog's rolled in over the river, got some rods out. This is Mungabareena. Sun should poke over that trees soon, and I'll just chill out here for a little bit and then meeting my lovely wife for lunch further downstream, and looking forward to that because she's going to bring KFC. It's just so peaceful, isn't it? I should do a lot more of this. Can see some cows over there. Sun's hitting everything perfectly. To dry out a little bit with all that fog, we've got a bit of dew over everything. But if that's the hardest thing I have to deal with today, then it's a good day. Well, day 2 down the river. Absolutely cracking morning. Took my time getting up. Wanted to have a couple of cups of coffee and let the sun hit everything. Solar panels on, charging up. And what a beautiful morning it is. Sun shining, birds chirping. Heading down now to Richardsons Bend, where I'm going to meet up with the lovely wife and have some lunch. Woohoo! Well, it's been a couple of hours since I left camp. Haven't done any fishing at all, but really doesn't bother me. Haven't been on this stretch of the Murray before, and I'm just so happy to be out here and exploring. I'm probably half hour away from Richardsons Bend, so we'll definitely be coming back to this area a lot more. Oh, it's amazing what you see when you come around the bend. Only looks like a very narrow corridor there for me. Nice big tree down over the water. She's a big old girl. Look at the root ball on that one. This is huge. Some of these trees along this river are amazing. Nice little zigzag. Wow, there's some more trees down up here. A lot of fish habitat, which is awesome. That's, I don't know if you can see that, but look at that big stump just under the water there. I mean, that's the kind of thing that if you hit that full belt, it's not going to be good for your propeller. Well, we're just going to punch through the middle of this one. Better sit down. Beautiful. There's some of these trees. Should have filmed the one before, it was huge. No real plans at the moment, just a slow little meander down the Murray. Apart from meeting my wife for lunch, that's about all I've got on the card for today. Would have been a nice spot to camp. In fact, we may even motor back up this way to Savo. No, let's explore more. Well, made it down to Richos, a couple of 100 metres past the boat ramp, or past the last campers, and I have just tied up to a tree. I got some worms out, got the solar panel out. Gonna grab a nice coffee out of the esky and just chillax until the lovely wife comes down with dinner, which will be in a couple of hours, or lunch in a couple of hours. So peaceful. It got a bit cold on the water coming down. Breeze kicks up every now and then, and when you're sort of travelling into the breeze, it makes the breeze a bit more. But how cool is this? Got worms on that rod there, and I got worms on that rod there. I'm not really expecting much at this time of the day, but look where I am. Who cares? I did catch a big carp last night just before I went to bed, and I don't think I took a photo of it. Anyway, it's only a carp. So I finally got my lunch with my beautiful wife. She brought the KFC down, which in the end I couldn't be bothered eating. So I'm just going to head off back down river from here, and Linny's going to go home and come back and pick me up tomorrow.
I might, or I might leave you.
Well, this is camp for night number 2. I've just had a bit of a bath in the river, so feeling way better. It's the craziest weather. Like, you get out in some spots on the river there and the wind kicks up and you just freeze. I almost put my jacket on earlier, and now I'm sweating like it, well, I was until I had a wash. So boat's tucked up there, right on the edge of a little side channel here. There's lots of warning signs saying don't go any further. A swag set up there, nice little grassy area, which is going to do me. It's earlier in the day, I'm not even sure what time it is. I'm going to go about 4ish again, and I'm just going to have a couple of bourbons and get some rods in the water and just chillax again. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Time for a bit of a cook up. Didn't bring a chair, so sitting in the swag, esky, a couple of sangers, some vintage cheese, and some sauce. I thought I forgot it, but it's there. Absolutely beautiful place. Well, it's time to get up. Sun's not up yet. Fire's going, coffee's on. Chillax. Sit here for a little while. Lovely wife's going to come down and pick me up when she eventually gets out of bed, which, I don't know, be whenever she wants it to be. But for now, coffee, relax, and then head back up home. Well, it's morning 3 and time to head back to Richos, where when my lovely wife wakes up she will come and get me. So I don't have far to go upstream. Oh, I might have gone the wrong way. Look at that. I should have followed that line. They have a habit of getting very shallow on you. Given that there's 2 little trees there, that would have been an island. I know it was deep over the other side. I'm just hoping about 1.5, 1.4, 1.3, dropping very fast. 1 metre, shallow alarm, let us get out of here. 0.8, alrighty. Lovely start to the day, isn't it? 0.7. Honestly don't know how shallow she'll go. 0.8 again, so we're getting deeper. Should have been paying attention and not filming. 2 metres. Alright, crisis averted. GPS on the fish finder isn't showing me the picture of the river, but it does show me the black line that I followed to get here. So if I stay on that, I didn't hit anything coming through, so that should give me a nice clear run back up. Looks like something gnarly just under the water right there. I still don't get people that go just like flat stick through this river. Mate, the river's alive. You could go through one day and think everything's fine, and then a big old tree floats down that you don't see, and you hit it full pelt and you go, oh, I wrecked my boat. Anyway, I'd rather take my time, enjoy the views. So I might find a tree somewhere up ahead, tie up to, throw some baits out for a while until I hear from the wife, and then make my way back to the boat ramp. Talk to you then. Well, I've made my way most of the way back up near Richardsons Bend. Just got off the phone with the lovely wife. One of my son's mates has had a bit of a oopsie with his car, so she's going to come get me now, and I'll go and give him, the young fella, a hand to get his car back on the road. And yeah, what an absolutely awesome 3 days on the river it's been, and I look forward to doing this so many more times. Yeah, see you then.